Alrighty, so back to my apple and back to my knife. But this time I don't need to carve my apple. It's just, there's no reason to do that. So, probably just gonna eat it. Boo. How strong is my knife? Club does +6 attack power. I think it might be +8 when it's fully healed. It's +6 attack power, but it is a cut, which means it's more effective against some enemies. Also might be more illegal most of the time. Save some inventory space here. I'll go ahead and just eat this apple. There we go. Alright. Since we're no longer doing Bloody Mary, I have relatively few goals, but the main one is that I want to once again meet up with the shark and play with him for the evening. I guess I have a bit less dialogue to overhear in this playthrough if I'm functionally locked away for like 2 days straight. Oh, Sharky. I like to call them Jabberjaw, because devil seems like a lot. Hi buddy, it's me. Yeah, I can't feed him anything. But I can hope for a really good charisma roll. Nari Valentra Mara. Hey, this is a piece of cake for you. That's not a good roll. Oh, 26 though. Does the rep move by twice my roll? I think I rolled a 13 and then got 26. Aquatic affinity. Oh! Where was that? It was probably charisma skill, yeah. 50% extra rapport with aquatic animals. I never knew where that was gonna go. Right, okay, I said that weirdly. I never knew where that was gonna go. Okay, that had more of a fucking outcome than I expected. I was like, do I even really want to befriend any of the aquatic animals? Like the walrus? He makes me better at showering. A thing that I already use soap, have to use soap for the entire playthrough, so it's an irrelevant skill because the soap is infinitely powerful, basically. So I was like, is there even a benefit to this skill? Fucking the shark! The shark, which I don't think I knew yet, right? Is an aquatic. Okay. So yeah. The game is once again rewarding me for just indiscriminately acquiring skills and items as much as I can. It's like, everything in this game exists for a reason, so you might find a use for it. A lot of these things have like unintended consequences. Alright, so he's up to 82 out of 150. Not incredible progress today, but I don't have any food to give him because I'm having a rough time here. Don't really want this crowbar. Yeah, I think the crowbar is not as good at digging as my hammer is. It might be better. I don't have a crowbar. A crowbar definitely feels like it's a digging item. I feel like an entire crowbar, a big two-handed heavy-ass crowbar, is probably better for digging than the hammer, where I assume they're using the bit on the back to dig. I'm probably just thrown off by the fact that it's hard to judge how strong these items are when they're not fully repaired. So this thing says 6 right now. The hammer says 10, which is very strong. Do I have any of the means with which to... Not craft repair. Rust remover, sure. That's not a very hard thing to come by. How strong is it now? Just +6. It doesn't get any better. So the hammer is better at that then. Okay. Dog tags. I'm curious if I can talk to somebody about the dog tags and see how they react to that. All I have for food is soda, which does not do satiety. So I'm kind of fucked. Yeah, we can't eat mushrooms. I don't think I can, like, prepare the mushrooms into any kind of food-like substance. I can't hide the baton because I don't have space in my inventory. These are just the same wrench, right? This one just has lines because it's damaged more? I think it is. I'll put the baton there. And I can try to get rid of this. Yeah, a wrench can be a gift, so I'll give it away to somebody. I have too many identical items in my inventory and it's getting obnoxious. And I'll probably never use them enough because I don't think I don't know if I have any more uses for disassembly tools right now. Don't really need to poop either. Alright. With my main goal done there, I think we're probably just going to want to take a nap. I should take my laxative. Wait, laxatives versus digging. That's a dilemma. I want to visit the nurse because they said that I can get an oxygen tank from doing laxatives. I said that's a weird sentence. You can reach the nurse in the infirmary by taking laxatives and talking to a guard. The item tells you that, or the tutorial did for the item, or the tutorial for the infirmary. But my incentive to go there is that I need an oxygen tank so that I can ride Jabberjaw, and they said I should be able to find one of those in specifically the infirmary. So I need to take a laxative. But I also need to dig away at this big strength goal that I have here. Like, I need to sit here and shovel away every day. God, I'd make $200 for free. I need to sit here and shovel away at that other place to make progress there. Curious about talking to the cultists about this too. Alright, well, thankfully I have that talent that makes it so that when I sleep or rest, I don't use satiety, and I also have the other ability that makes it so that I get hungry slower even regardless, so I did pretty okay at the whole being starved for 2 days by the prison complex. Oh, Ray. Buddy, something's happened. More trouble. Slow down. What's happened? I heard someone in cell block B got beat up this morning. Now everyone's gathered around to see what's going on. First a riot, now this. Does the violence ever stop? I keep forgetting that I'm like, I basically did become Ray's neighbor. Somebody's hanging from their foot. Oh my god, this last week is getting intense, and I skipped this by succeeding too quickly at the game. That's wild. Okay. Look at him fucking twirling this over here. Did he do this? No one's standing close to him up here, just only down there. So many unique poses to look at here. Chris always looks neat.
Oh boy. He really got his ass kicked. I heard I heard he sold some secret black claw gang info to Bruce. I always told him not to be so greedy. I think I can tell between the bursts. Is that the otter? Oh yeah, it is. Oh god.
Oh no. It's moments like this where I do think that a lot of these animations come to some extent from them using, like, them digitizing a 3D model, like, you know, like the Donkey Kong 64 graphics, but maybe more polished as an approach to that. I always wonder if they, like, I feel like they've got to be doing a trick here so they can rotate stuff like this so easily. That looks like a 3D model painted over with pixels or something. Okay, get out of here. Show's over. Hey, you hanging up there? You still alive? Good thing you ain't dead. The shit would really hit the fan. Tell me, who did this to you? No one. I accidentally tripped and fell. Is that so? Then I hope you'll be more careful next time. Anyone here who can help me get his sorry ass down? I think he needs to spend some time in the infirmary. As for the rest of you, get down to the lobby for headcount. Bill, is that what happens when you get too greedy? So that's rough. Attention. Okay, let's start the headcount. 1, 2, 3. 40 of 46. That's 6 absent. 46? Did someone die? Is Sam here? Well, he's one of the absent people, right? 3 in the infirmary, 3 in segregation. That's all. Is Sam in the infirmary? I don't see Sam. Looking at the horsey heads, we got Ray and we got Engineer Zebra. So many names. It makes sense that if you don't help him, he gets sent to the infirmary. But I'm alarmed that we're down by a whole person. Did someone die? Hyena's doing fine. The hyena's not even in the infirmary and he was getting sat on. Is that the mandrill right there? Are both the people that the elephant was sitting on fine? The elephant's not here. The rhino's not here. That's the rhino. The rhino's orange, right? His buddy's red, but he's orange. Thank you, and Deputy Captain Bruce, for helping me with today's headcount. He doesn't like that. Okay, I'll make this quick. First, an inmate has just been found injured in cell block B, although he says he accidentally tripped and fell. But I hope there'll be fewer instances of such carelessness in the future. Okay, now let's have today's announcement. Because the riot in the cafeteria on Wednesday resulted in injuries to the kitchen cooks and guards, the kitchen will be closed this morning. Only bread and pumpkin porridge will be served for lunch today. I hope you all learn one thing from this. The cafeteria is a place for eating, not fighting. If even one of you forgets that, you all go hungry. Not a lot of chances for experience anymore, although I'm pretty ahead of that whole system. I can't work again today. I've been starving all day. So much boring stuff going on. Okay, that's it for today's headcount. Dismissed. As strange as it sounds, the day is finally back on track. I suppose it is. Do I still have something stashed here? I still have soda to pick out. Don't think I want it right now, and it's gonna just eat up my inventory. So you're still in the same positions. Billy still runs this bit. I can now buy the multivitamins whenever I want, but the max health up is temporary, so it's not that useful. Can't get any more inventory upgrades from him. A quest? You think I'd be in this situation if you hadn't given me that damn fake ledger? I don't know anything. I just did what you told me to do. If you didn't collude with Caesar against me, that just means you were stupid enough to steal a fake ledger. If it was a fake ledger, shouldn't you have been able to tell? Oh, I didn't like that.
You better shut your mouth before you make me do something I'll regret. You want a quest? The only quest I can give you right now is to shove your stupid head up your ass.
I don't think I'll be able to get any more quests from him after this. Damn. So I lost quests forever. I also already bought literally every single thing you can get with the credits, so I guess fuck them. Bye. I'm gonna go try to kill a cockroach out of spite. Where are the fucking cockroaches? This quest is impossible. I wonder if I've actually failed the quest. Like, they'll never give me another cockroach again. I feel like there was more consistently one of them there every day before. Lucky coin. Okay. Here's a thought. Can't I just go to the infirmary in the afternoon? No opportunity cost, potentially. Spend my mornings trying to dig through that place instead of doing work, because I don't need work anymore, because I don't know what to buy with my money, and also I get free money every day, and the less money I spend, the more money I make every day, because it's percentage based, or one of the two things is percentage based. So that's a lot. I can work on maxing out the reputation of both the money people to get even more money from them. So I spend the mornings digging, and then spend the evenings in the infirmary, potentially. Spend lunch hours trying to heal, maybe? Hey, Daddy. It's good to see you. You didn't get hurt in all the chaos. You care about me? Oh, interesting. I thought you didn't like talking to me. You must have misunderstood. We're neighbors, aren't we? Of course I care about you. Oh, I'm touched. I didn't realize I had so many friends. Friends? Yes, of course we're friends. Lonely guys like us should stick together and help each other out. You get lonely too. But you always seem so good at talking to people. That's just the surface. In fact, ever since my brother passed away, I've been empty inside. Your brother passed away? Yes, he died in an accident before I came in here. It breaks my heart every time I think of him. What are you talking about, though? Teddy, can you relate to the sadness of losing a loved one? What? This sounds weighted. Of course, I was devastated when my wife died, even though she wasn't very nice to me. I guess we're kind of in the same boat. I think we can talk more about this and help each other out. Of course. It feels so good to have someone who understands and I can open up to. You can say that again. It's like finding a hidden treasure. I don't trust him. I don't trust Chris. I feel like he's up to something. Why does he... Oh, he said like a hidden treasure, didn't he? That was the last thing he said, wasn't it? He's trying to get his treasure. That's why he's... Yeah, he's going out of his way to like find things for them to bond over. I don't think I'm ever going to use gustatory imagination. Okay, relationships. Yeah, so if I get a bit more rep with Jimmy on the first floor here, then I can make more money every day without working, which is comical. In order to get it, I need to get hopefully legend. Oh God, Gray isn't my friend. He's not going to sell me the No, I need 90 rep to get the jewel scarab from him. Damn. He doesn't like me at all. You want a wrench, buddy? I should probably just give this guy the wrench and hope for the best. It's only gonna get... Oh no. Negative reputation. Shit. Does he have things I'd want? I don't need mind healing right now. Coffee beans, maybe? Just buy them for full price. That's 8 rapport. That's not amazing. Caramel. Doesn't even give you satiety. That's rough. Digital watch is kind of useless to me. If I buy the beer, there's no space in my pockets. Damn. Please take this wrench. Oh, everyone sees it as a weapon instead of a tool. Walter's reading something. I need to find the zebra because he appreciates tools and stuff. Guys, Alex is in seg for assaulting a guard, and we don't know how long until he gets out. I guess we have to choose an acting boss, right? Otherwise we're gonna lose our turf. I guess it would have to be one of the 2 lieutenants. Vladimir and Crunchy, right? Vladimir, obviously. Crunchy's fucking crazy. They may be lieutenants, but they're only good at fighting. A boss needs leadership skills. Someone like Bob, right? Like Bob? I hear you were a street racing gang leader on the outside. Me? I was pretty low down in the ranks. Besides, I'm not really interested in being leader. Who then? It's a tough one. I was talking about me. I was in charge of some territory on the outside. You? Don't be ridiculous. Jumbo knocked you down with 1 punch. How could your weak ass keep anyone under control? You think Crunchy would ever listen to you? Like I said, a boss needs leadership skills. Don't forget, I went to middle school. I'm way smarter than Crunchy. Oh no. Huh? Since when do gangs care about academic qualifications? What do you know? In this society, everything's dependent on education. We even got a professor in here. Yeah, Walter, who is not in your gang. Do any of you have items I can use for stuff? His rep's already maxed out. I'll probably never get his rep figured out. The blood of the wrathful, the blood of the cunning, the blood of the lunatic have all been acquired. What of the blood of the mediocre? It too is crucial to the ritual. Sam the donkey has offered us his blood. There are few more mediocre than him. Uh-oh. Excellent. The sustenance for the glorious birth is in place. A most difficult undertaking has been accomplished through this feast. It will be the will of chaos. Yakaku Shebtha. Yakaku Shuptha. I've got the dog tags. I wonder if something will come of that if I talk to them. The other one's back there, right? Actually, I have a decent reputation with Pikmin. Self-heal plus. Oh, self-heal plus. Self-heal. When not in a hunger status, recover 1 body for every 1 hour of rest or sleep. Oh. That's a lot of healing, in a, which I'm already decent at. Reverse hypnosis. Rolling 2 1s results in a critical success. I remember that now. Power of Chaos. When fighting, you will roll once if your health goes down to 0. If you don't roll a 4, you won't be defeated, and you will heal by an amount equal to your intelligence. It can only be triggered once per fight. Chaos Rebirth? It can be triggered multiple times per fight. Oh god. So you just... every time somebody defeats you, you roll, and if it's not a 4, you're not defeated? That could be obnoxious. You could live for so long after supposedly dying. Wild? I'm hoping that this guy likes these dog tags for his cult and gives me a bunch of rep, and then gives me his cool skill. Because actually being able to recover at night quickly could be important. Because I'm trying to get something from the infirmary, and if I have to revisit the infirmary multiple times, I'm continually harming myself with laxatives. So it'd be helpful if sleeping healed me in addition to other things healing me. Belt, glasses, digital watch, paring knife. Is it not in my inventory? It's there. Oh, can't be a gift. Shit. So it's like just a lore item, but not one that works. Will he take my freaking wrench?
Destruction always inspires me. Remember about being my model?
Don't bring that up again, or you should give up on that idea. Oh, in a different context, I'd feel annoyed that you can't choose to do it, because the choices are largely fake whenever we go these options, but I think he wants to murder me. It was the implication, and that's not good. Don't bring that up again.
Wait, hear me out first. I've come up with a new theme, one that's less intense. I call it Mutilation Banquet.
What do you want me to do this time?
I want to portray the subtlety of pain projected on the face.
A look of pain?
Yes, the kind of pain that results from poor health. How beautiful it would be if it surfaced on your face. Quick, go find it, my model.
So get my health low, which matches up with my plans I already have to get my health low to go into the infirmary, so I guess I just need to visit him when that happens. And then I'll gain the ability to heal quickly, which is a trade-off that's good.
Raphael, I didn't think you'd be out of the infirmary so soon.
Are you here to mock me?
No, I always had you down as a coward who stays out of harm's way. I was shocked when you stood your ground and took on Jumbo.
Max, it sounds like you're giving me a compliment.
You could put it like that.
Ha! Looks like you also took a serious blow to the head.
Huh?
A lot of eye contact happening right now. Okay, you two. I've already attempted bonding with both of you. Caesar, can I have reputation points because I helped you? Man, I specifically defended Caesar and saved him, and I don't get gang points for that? Like, that's why I did it. I thought I was gonna become a lieutenant. It's kind of obnoxious that I didn't become a lieutenant from that. That sucks. So I got rid of the wrench. Yeah. So we're just doing a tour of talking to anybody, and then my goal is to go digging. Then I come back from lunch. And when I come back from lunch, I'll take a laxative and hurt. I'm coming up with a new invention. I think I actually might want this apple. Wow, my haggle skills are trash. That was like a 10% discount, which is barely worth even trying to do.
Can you leave me alone?
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't use this door, right? Yeah, that's an insane concept. The bathroom isn't open yet. Yeah, you can only use the bathroom at night. You know, the bathroom. It really sucks that the kitchen's closed because of the riot. Heh. I've never seen you go so eager to go to work. Did you forget? I picked up a lot of chips during the riot. I was gonna go back in the back room and cash them in today. So much for that plan. Why don't you just wait until the club reopens? I can't wait that long. What's the use of these pieces of plastic if I'm late on my payments again? By the way, the letter I asked you to send to Miranda last time, did she write back? Maybe. I haven't had a chance to check the cart in the lobby yet. But what are you waiting for? It's a big deal for the happiness of us three. I could have kept you away from all the trouble the day before yesterday, but I could not find any trace of you. It's okay, oldie. Look, I'm fine, aren't I? That is truly a blessing from above. Otherwise, I would have blamed myself. It's not a blessing from above. I didn't get hurt because someone protected me. Oh-ho. No need to say any more. I know whom you are referring to. Don't say it out loud or I'll be so embarrassed. I understand. My lips are sealed. Was it the zebra? Have I missed something about what's going on with y'all? Ain't Jumbo and Frank got a seg yet? Nah, I heard the warden himself gave the order to increase their time in seg. Damn it. Now that Bruce has been demoted, the Black Claw gang's gonna be on top again because of that damn rooster. Well, ain't nothing we can do about it now. We just have to hold off until Jumbo and Frank get back. If we're gonna just sit back and do nothing, they may as well have thrown us in seg as well. He angry. Oh no. It's a hard life. Do I throw away this amulet? I don't think I'll ever use it. I can see if I can sell it, but it's already easy enough to make money in this game that I often can't deal with it. At least it's a normal item, so it doesn't take up an annoying slot. That's everyone in the cell blocks. Kitchen is closed. Staff block does not feature any employees that I talked to. No one's in the mail room, and laundry rooms are going to be going when I go digging anyway. The main thing is, I should check for premium liquor and try to give that to... Well, let's double check. Relationships, Black Claw Gang Mandrill. Let's see, talent. 10% extra wages from prison work. That's actually probably not worth the grind. I'm not sure how much more prison work I'll be doing in this run with the other tasks that I have in front of me. And only 10% increase after already having 20. Won't make that much of a difference. I think I'm just gonna go to the laundry room and get digging. And then use coffee beans to recover if I get too tired. You didn't go to the cafeteria that day. You really dodged a bullet. I was just lucky. Oh, really? Why do I get the feeling you have a way of sense danger ahead of time? What do you mean by that? They often say bears have terrible memories. But that ain't true. We bears actually have pretty good memories. For example, I remember when I was arrested and taken to the police station, I saw a capybara detective who looked just like you. I was gonna tell Crunchy when I remembered, but unfortunately he got his ass kicked by John and ended up in the infirmary. So I thought I'd come and ask you, is it just a coincidence, Mr. Traffic Cop? Henry, would you like some pizza or a cream waffle? Oh, you offering? Of course. if the food is enough to buy your silence. Sure, you've got yourself a deal. This little shit thinks about nothing else. Oh wow, it's a lot of stamina. So 30 stamina up, and then the upgrade, you keep the 30 stamina up, it doesn't get stronger, but every time you restore a single point of satiety, you get 5 points of stamina. That's a lot of stamina. That suddenly turns lunch into a huge opportunity to refill your entire stamina meter, basically. Damn. I don't even know if that'll be that viable of a useful thing for me to do, but I think I might order some more pizza. One of the few things I can do with my money is order pizza. Let's see here. $52517, 52517. Boop. Nine pizzas is expensive. 3 sodas if I order 6. That's so much. That costs us a lot. Whatever. So let's order 6. So it'll take until tonight, but I should be able to give him a pizza. Well, I'm gonna be at the infirmary potentially. We'll see. At some point, I'll get into a rhythm of giving him a pizza. I should check if somebody has a pizza right now. The sloth has a pizza. I might have been a fool, because I might be able to just get a pizza every day by trading. That's a worthwhile amount for him. But I'm like, it's worth trying to get his rep up if I can. This guy probably won't give me the pizza. I need 90 rep for the pizza. Yep. Sloth doesn't like me. Fuck. I guess I'll just be sad. Alright, let's try to get rid of this guy so I can get digging. And I guess I'll just tank the fumes damage since one of my goals is to get low health. Alright, plus 10. Gotta hope for the best here. That's not a great roll. Snake eyes! Minimal fucking progress. God damn. And this takes 30 minutes each time. I'll have to see how much I can do before it becomes lunchtime. Not bad. I have enough time that I'm actually putting a dent in this. God, these rolls are trash. Okay, I got pretty close, but now I have to leave for lunch. Womp womp. And we once again have more lore. Hello. A lot of people in this one. Man, those 2 punches the other day really hurt. I didn't think you'd hit me that hard. Sorry, I was hypnotized. I couldn't control myself. I bet he mistook you for someone he really hates, like one of those snooty movie critics. Oh, Rudolph, isn't your next character a delusional boxer? It must have been a useful experience for a method actor like you. So he got something out of it. What about me? It's only fair that I get a cut of his paycheck when the movie comes out. So I was right, he was. Yeah, his eyes are not normally pink. So he was being hypnotized to attack him by one of the cultists, who just is in it for the love of the game at that point, because he's not even a part of the war. Ah, damn it. What, no appetite? My tooth got hit when I was fighting with Winston the other day. Now it hurts like a bitch whenever I bite anything. I see. Unfortunately, I don't have any teeth, so I can't really understand how you feel. How do you say teeth, then, with no teeth? What do you sound like? We both got tusks, and Winston's are another level. They can bend a metal pipe. Ugh, it ain't fair. Come on, size doesn't matter, it's what you do with it that counts. Penises, ha ha ha. I guess you're right. That's it for today. And there kind of just isn't jack shit to eat today, I think. Yep. It's do you want to heal 10 body or just get satiated like crazy? So I'm gonna do this one because it's gonna really fill up my stamina. So find someone that's eating bread too. I don't think that guy likes me. Most of these characters don't like me. Yeah, so my best options are Henry and John. My best friend John, who likes me so much. Meeting at his table again. Good song. Oh. That's a lower chance than I'm used to. Shit. Just gotta believe in ourselves. Just gotta believe in ourselves. I did it. I don't even face negative consequences. God, Caesar's ability is so overpowered. Now we eat this. And then when I rest, I'll get a little bit more stuff. Lunchtime's over. It's funny that the playthrough is now like 80% gossip. But it's cool to just kind of see the through lines. And it's easy to remember because we're seeing like a more direct continuity as I just visit them direct, like back to back. I would like a bug, please. Damn it. A full stomach puts me in a good mood. Yep. He's doing well for himself at the moment. I'm so alert right now. The little guy's so weird. Yay! I got it. Okay. Is this a new message or something? Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Father Enrique. But it's especially for the honey festival to be here every day of the week. Okay, I got a jewel scarab. I can spike my reputation with somebody. I should probably go for the mandrill because I don't think I've talked to him today. And he can increase, well, that's the one I said I didn't care about, but I don't know. Make progress at something. I already ruined the giraffe for today, unfortunately. Wow, you seem to be capable of anything. I just turned in the coin from earlier. Here's your payment. You earned it. Another $100, sure. The watch maketh the man. Find one gold-plated watch. 180 chips. Okay. I have an extremely important visit coming up. One that might just save me from my recent troubles and even put me back on top. But they say this is the fucking koala. But they say that this visitor is very particular about appearance and demeanor. While I don't think I have any problems in those departments, it's always better to be prepared. So now I need a gold watch. As the saying goes, the watch maketh the man. Of course, that's not really a saying, that's just a tagline from an advertising company to sell you watches. Kind of like how diamonds are made up. Like diamonds just became a tradition like 2 generations ago, and now it's like people think that it's like this long tradition, but everyone has their grandma's ring. Nobody has their great grandma's ring because they didn't have diamond rings back then. Of course, my requirements aren't that high. A gold-plated one will do. Not that high. But I do have 180's worth of chips. At the current market rate, that's a pretty good deal. One gold-plated watch is... out of one. What? Why is it said... why is it phrased... why is it spelled that way? I've got plenty of these. Oops. No, I think I do have my calculator on me, don't I? Did I forget my calculator? I didn't. I'm just that stinky. My reduced charisma really does affect it, huh? I keep forgetting that charisma affects sell prices. Nope, there's other ways of making some money. Including even more intel as I walk around and talk to people. Oops. I don't know how I clicked on them that fast. Nope. You're too close. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Do you want me to move over? No, I mean the book's too close to your face. It's not good for your eyes. Thanks for caring, Ray. Oh, you're welcome. Reduce the time spent to 1 minute when crafting items. Oh, first half the time, then reduce it to 1 minute. That's actually absurd. What the hell? Okay, let's give you the freaking... That's extremely fast. Here's the cool scarab everyone likes. Give it back. Oh god, I'm not gonna get much of a discount on this one, am I? It's worth it. Hey Franklin, thinking of another wacky invention? I'm feeling kinda down. I'm having trouble with my new invention, probably a problem with the drawings. Do you understand design drawings? Don't underestimate my intelligence. Checking design drawings would be a piece of cake for me. Then there's no time to lose. Let's get started. Yay, an intelligence check. I should have expected that too, yeah. You quickly identify the error in the drawings and he happily tells you some of the story. What would I have done in his situation? Franklin, a zebra with a passion for all things mechanical, his head constantly filled with new ideas and designs. Overhearing him talking to himself, you assumed that he was making a time bomb. You interrupted him in a panic, only to find out that it was nothing more than a robotic vacuum cleaner. Franklin showed his natural creativity from a young age. At just 5 years old, he could repair broken appliances, and by the time he was 10, he had already patented several inventions. Some years later, the young Franklin was noticed by a professor and given exceptional admission to a prestigious university to further his studies. This keen-eyed professor was none other than the famous inventor, Edwin the Mole. Franklin studied hard and soon finished all of his courses. He even completed a new invention in his spare time. Professor Edwin told him that it was an outstanding invention and hoped that he would optimize the design. He said he would help Franklin find investors, and that he would hate to see such a world-changing invention stuck in the drawing board. However, after a few weeks, Professor Edwin came and told Franklin that despite his strong words of recommendation, no investors were willing to take a gamble on an unknown young inventor. Franklin was deeply disappointed, but the professor had a solution. He proposed that Franklin could temporarily transfer the patent to him. As his reputation would certainly win the trust of investors. Then, when the product became a success, he would return the patent. Out of trust in the professor and a strong desire to prove himself, Franklin accepted the offer. Just as the professor said, the invention won investment and product was successfully launched a year later. Franklin was thrilled by the popularity of the product and felt an immense sense of accomplishment and pride. A few days later, he visited the professor to discuss returning the patent. The professor told Franklin that he had already talked it over with the investor, but he had refused due to the fear that it would affect sales. However, he promised Franklin that he would continue trying to convince the investor. A week, a month, a year went by. Every time Franklin went to ask, the answer was no, and Professor Edwin was growing ever more impatient. On his final visit, the professor did not even open the door and called Franklin a fool who was incapable of seeing the big picture. But Franklin was not a fool. He finally understood what the professor was up to. Right from the beginning, the professor's solution was in fact a despicable plan to cheat Franklin out of the patent. All while Franklin so admired him as a teacher. The next day, Franklin came to visit again, but this time he did not mention the return of the patent. Instead, he brought the prototype of a new invention. Professor Edwin was overjoyed to see the fool back at his door. He greeted Franklin warmly and tried out the brainwave amplifier for himself. Crackle. An overload of electricity surged out of the device. From then on, the renowned professor, educator, inventor, and entrepreneur had the mental age of a 3-year-old. 2 years less than the 5 years of age that Franklin had intended in his design. It seemed that the prototype still had some kinks to iron out. Jesus. It must feel terrible to be betrayed by someone you trust. He was a liar and a scumbag, and he was right about one thing. He said the duty of an inventor is to bring happiness to the world. Looking back on what I've done, I think I've betrayed what it means to be an inventor. So now I must come up with even better inventions to atone for my sins. And I have the space for it too. So now I just craft ultra fast. Well, that's a bit of fun. Freaking soapstones. It's fine, I can sell them. I gotta go up there for the sage. I always forget to go back for that one. It's fun that they specifically put... It's just a nice little bit of game design that they put harvestable herbs behind fences and up on ledges. We're like, okay, well... Clearly that means I can go up there at some point. The question is how. That's always fun. It's interesting that Bob's ability is essentially to be nocturnal. Just makes me wonder if in his run you're like particularly resistant to being tired at night. Up to 34. I can sell 6 more. Nothing's that cheap. Alright, well, not bad though. I'm trying to wrap this episode up, but really quick. Gold-plated watches. Caesar. Well, I have the highest possible reputation with Caesar. And I actually have good haggling with Caesar. Damn. I think I specifically bought the one he's already wearing too, and not the one otherwise. And I want to give you the jewel scarab. There we go. Oh, it gave me glasses. Okay. I want the scarab back though. I gotta keep giving that to people for free rep. Like you, Chris. I don't even remember if it's valuable to upgrade the rose thorn, but I have been using it. In particular, I can get this back for you almost for free. Hopefully. Hopefully. Bro, it's like a 50% chance of success. Oh no. Oh no. And I sold the mint already, I think, so I also can't get my focus back. Bro. Bro. That just happens sometimes. That sucks. I'll have focus in like an hour, but it's also time to wrap up for the day, so I don't know if I'll remember to try to get it back from him when I come back next time to play. I got the watch for cheap. It's just a gold-plated watch. All hat and no cattle, just like him. Alright, don't forget to take these additional chip rewards. So now I have a bunch of chips that I have to turn into money later. I guess that's that. I put this on, what's my rep like? Level 8. Rating Honcho. Befriend gang members, befriend lieutenants, bosses, 20% off when buying from prisoners. 300 worth of selling to the barbershop. It finally happened. I don't know if I have anything I want to sell right now, but these mushrooms, I guess. It's all the way to 300. Oh, I should have sold the glasses first. Damn it. I can sell the coffee beans for full price. Since I get them cheaper from people. That math probably doesn't check out, actually. Oh, I should have sold the reflective glasses. It's fine. I can probably just gift them to somebody later. Okay. Well, that went well. And now we wait for next time. But, yeah. Making big progress.